Hello from Mexico and welcome back to our YouTube channel. So we are doing a carne asada today and I wanted to show you guys how we prepare for it and how we do our carne asada. I am also making, so we're doing bistec de res and we're also doing frijoles charros and a sopa and salsa. So I thought I would just show you guys how we do it. If you like what you're watching, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and don't forget to subscribe. Okay, so I do have the bistec in the refrigerator right now in a container. It's already marinating. So let me just show you guys what I put in this particular marinade because I was out of stuff. And I forgot to get oranges when I went shopping today. So I have garlic powder, black pepper. I also did salt, white pepper. And then Alexis and Bebe turned me on to this, but all I know is it's just the jugo de sazonador by Maggie. And also salsa tipo inglesa, which is Worcestershire sauce. Ugh. And I also put 2 beers in it, but they are 0%. That's all Fidel drinks. And then I also put 1 white onion, a whole head of garlic, and some limes, probably the juice of like 4 or 5 limes. And so we're letting that marinate. We're letting that marinate before we grill the meat. As far as my frijoles charros go, I have never actually made them at home. I've made them a couple times with my cuñadas, some of my comadres, and I've had them. The only thing I couldn't get for them was chicharrones, which is the fried pig skin. I couldn't get any. For some reason, they were out when I went. So that's the only thing I'm not putting in it. But I'm going to show you guys how I've learned to do them. And I already have some pre-cooked beans that I cooked earlier this week that I need to use, which is why we're going to heat it all up together. And I'll show you how I do this. Okay, so I have set aside my pre-cooked beans already, and in my pot where I'm going to make my frijoles charros, because I don't have, my olla is not clean, my clay pot, but I have put chorizo, diced ham, and bacon, and I'm also going to cut up some hot dogs, and I'm going to fry all of this together until it's cooked, and then I'll show you the next step. Okay, now I have the hot dogs, bacon, ham, and chorizo all frying together. And I'm going to add in a roughly chopped jalapeno. And I'm also going to add some onion. Okay, now the onion's in with the jalapeno. And I'm just going to continue frying all of this together until everything is fully cooked. Okay, while we're waiting for all of this to continue frying together, I am also cooking the babas out of my nopal. So this is cactus. The babas is the kind of the slime that the cactus has. If you put it just in a pot with no oil, no water, and just let it cook, occasionally moving it around, it'll cook all of the slime out and you'll just be left with the pieces of nopal. So that's how I do it. And then I'm going to add that to this and add back in the beans. And we're going to let all of this slow cook together. And in the end, I think Fidel went to see if he could find some chicharrones de puerco, so pork rinds. So at the end, we'll put the pork rinds in if he can find them. Fidel was not able to find chicharrones de puerco. He did find grasa, which are like fried pieces of fat. I don't know if I'm going to put them in. I might put some in, but we'll see how they taste and then decide from there. Okay, so I have added my nopal and cilantro. I also added some garlic powder and my leftover beans. I did have pinto and some black beans, so because I cooked them together this week. So now I've added it all in here, and I'm just going to let this cook together for, I don't know, probably about like an hour. Fidel doesn't like a lot of liquid in them, and so I'm going to cook it down until a majority of this liquid is gone. While the beans are cooking, I'm going to wash all these dishes, and I thought I would show you guys how I wash my dishes here. I'm going to see if this works to put my camera up there. But I have like this big kind of shallow but wide basin plastic bowl. So I put my dish soap in it, and then I'm going to fill it up with water, which is hot right now because my water on the top of my house is hot from the solar water heater. And here comes Fidel with my other bucket that I need.
Hola, how are you?
Hola. Grabando el video.
¿No?
Pues, en cámara.
Oh, disculpa, no, mira.
No, está bien. Okay.
Disculpa.
Está bien. And he's washing out my bucket. And so then I also do a second bucket with water and a little bit of, like a cap full of bleach. And that's what I use to rinse the dishes in. So let's get these dishes done, and then we'll continue cooking. Okay, so it wouldn't really sit up on the windowsill where I had it. So I'm having, did you push it forward? So I'm having Diego film this for me. So let me just show you how I do my dishes. So I start in my soapy water, get the dish nice and clean. And then I come over here and I just dunk it in my water with a cap full of bleach, and that's it. So now I'm going to work on getting all of these done, and we'll go back to cooking. I have my noodles going for my sopa, and I'm also making tortillas. So I thought I would show you guys what that process looks like, even though I have made tortillas on my channel before. But let me show you. I have my masa. I did go to the molino today with one of my comadres. And then I have my tortilla press with the plastic. So let me show you how I do this. I don't have a lot of places to set my camera, so you guys are down low. Let me show you. So I take a little bit of masa, I'm gonna roll it up into a ball. I'm gonna put the ball on my tortilla press in between two pieces of plastic, and then we're gonna press it. And then I like to turn it and press it one more time. That's what it looks like. Now you can see it's kind of starting to inflate, but it'll inflate just a little bit more. And here are all of the tortillas that I've made so far. While I am making my tortillas, I'm also roasting tomatoes, chiles, and ajo for my, I call it my tabletop salsa, that I'll show you guys. The camera died and I didn't get to record my salsa, so let me show you what we did. Also, Alexis is here, so she helped with the sopa. So let me show you what we all came out with. And then I'll take you outside to where Fidel is cooking the carne asada, or the bistec, and let you see what he's doing out there. So I was almost out of ham, but I did the best that I could with what I had. But Alexis put this together, so it's just mayo, ham, and sopa, or macaroni noodles. And this is my tabletop salsa. Sometimes it's a little bit more red, but the tomatoes were not as ripe as they usually are. So I blend the tomatoes, chilies, garlic, and like salt and chicken bouillon all together. And then I cut up my onions pretty big. I also put cilantro in the blender, but I cut up my onions big and green peppers so that the salsa is a little chunky. And that's what this looks like. And then you guys have seen my guacamole or salsa de aguacate a couple different times on this channel, so we also made that as well. And then here's a look at the frijoles charros, all complete. So Fidel is cooking cebollinas, carne asada, and we also did some like hot dog sausages.
Un poco quemados, pero ahí van.
Yep.
Están medio quemados, pero ahí va. No soy experto en la... Y como que este bistec no sé, está diferente, al otro está muy diferente, pero...
It's good though. I've already tasted it. It tastes really good. And here's Dominic with his dinosaur. And Diego is still... Oh, he's being a dinosaur. Diego's still outside playing with his friends. So we're getting ready to sit down and eat. And that'll wrap up our video. So if you have any questions, go ahead and drop them below. But I hope that you guys liked this video to see what we did this Sunday. And we hope everybody else had a great weekend. Bye, guys.